Good afternoon, everybody. I'm here with Eric Putnam with Arborist Consulting. He is a board-certified master arborist. And as far as I'm told, there's only about 18 or so in Texas. And I'm here in Alvin, Texas, looking at possibly one of the biggest trees in Texas with him. So, Eric, what would be 3 things you would say are the most important when it comes to tree health?
Healthy root system, a healthy microbial population on the crown, the leaves, the bark, and 3 is the least amount of attention you can give a tree. That is, like the less fertilizer, the less water, the less attention you can give to the tree, and let the tree handle its own situation.
Now, if I'm like you guys, I was a little bit surprised by that third one, less attention. But as far as I know about soil biology and nature, it does make complete sense. So, Eric, what would you say is the number one problem in suburban areas with trees that we inflict on them?
The number one problem with suburban areas is going to be herbicide injury. Herbicides are made from synthetic plant growth hormones, and when you add a hormone to a tree that doesn't expect it, you can mess up a possibility of 15,000 catalog jobs, and it's pretty bad. I'd say the number 2 situation would be over pruning. That's a huge problem. And I'd say a number 3 situation would be root damage.
Root damage such as possibly construction or compaction?
Yes.
Cutting into them. And as far as I know, you could agree or disagree. Please, people out there, don't ever let some guy with a stump grinder chisel down your roots on the tree because they look quote unquote ugly, right?
You have to leave the roots. It's okay to fill some mineral type topsoil on the top of the roots. Just stay away from the root collar, the crown of the tree, and you can do that. Those roots are meant to be underground, so it doesn't matter if you bury them.
So, last but not least, I'd like to ask you, we all want to fertilize stuff. It's focused on so much out there. If we're gonna do that, what are, say, 3 things we should consider when we're going to fertilize trees or all plants?
Well, you wouldn't really want to fertilize the trees because the fertilizer addresses the tree directly, and that doesn't usually figure the problem out. What I've come to learn through experience is that the trees are failing because of the environment. So what you really have to do is treat the environment, then you can treat the tree. So what we do is we know that the number 1 stress to a tree is its root system. So we put out a biostimulant that will rebuild the root system, and a lot of times it brings back the tree to health. If we spray the tree, we can get the bacteria that fix the nitrogen straight out of the atmosphere, so it's like a direct nitrogen injection to the tree. And if we get the roots really well, then it does the same thing in the ground, both with symbiotic and non-symbiotic atmospheric nitrogen fixing bacteria. Typically, a really good treatment is lifetime, unless you do something to mess with the tree.
So essentially, a really good treatment is going to support soil biology, fungi, and bacteria, right? Unless we go back through and say something I come across in my field all the time and want to kill weeds, right? And then unknowingly, we disturb that environment once again. Wouldn't you say that's true?
Yes, that's a pretty bad situation when you consider that herbicides are made from plant growth hormones, and in 5 categories, there's 15,000 catalog jobs that a hormone can do to a tree or a plant. So when you stick that out there, you have no idea how the tree's going to interact. It can be anywhere from dropping a few leaves to completely shutting the tree system down and killing it within an hour.
So I like to put it like this. We should stay away from that stuff because essentially it like screws up the tree's thyroid and then you expect it to be healthy. So
Yes, just imagine it would be if you took some testosterone or estrogen, what your body would go through.
Right, and as most of us know, our body, the main part, and with soil and life, is to maintain balance, not overdo anything, but support the right functions so that we can have these processes going on in a balanced manner.
So pass with the chemical fertilizer, the microbes in the soil work with the tree, and a symbiotic relationship gives the tree all the minerals that it needs to be happy and healthy and sustainable. This is a sustainable type of treatment, so all you got to do it once, and it's forever in the tree unless you do something else to mess it up.
Eric Putnam, thank you so much. Again, he's with Arborist Consulting. I'm AJ with Hippie with a Haircut Fertilizing, and as you've heard from two people that work with soil, plants, he's been working with trees for probably just about as long as I've been alive. So support soil biology. It works. We got proof.
Thank you, AJ. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, and thank you as well, Eric. Y'all peace out. Have a good day, and follow me on Facebook. Thank you very much. Have a good day.